Alright, BK here. We're just taking a little bit of time to hang out, play some Euro Truck Simulator 2, and talk about, how the channel's gonna go. So basically, like, I'm currently able to do, like, a crap ton of videos like I do already. Well, it's not really a crap ton, but it's a lot considering I don't do this full time. But yeah, basically, I have it, like, last week was a bit iffy because I was taking a little break before I had a job interview today. But basically, I've been unemployed for quite a while, which is why I've been able to do videos as much as I have. And I don't want to be unemployed. It's not something good. Even though it means plenty of content and stuff, it also means no money and no ability to buy new games. So yeah, here, like, I'm planning on basically changing the format of my channel. Like, I want to do more, like, thought out videos, if that makes sense. Like, videos you have to put thought into, like, reviews, or, even just, like, first looks at games where I talk about, like, the features and stuff. It's, stuff that it might take a week for a video, but I'll still be putting out a video at least once a week. But I want to have that quality. I mean, right now, like, I'm still not employed, so I'm still gonna be doing my, like, daily videos, except for when I don't do a video once a day. But yeah, I really want to get into just, more actual content rather than just, let's play videos or content. It's just there's not as much in it for me with, like, I'll do like a 40-part series on blah blah blah, and I get maybe like 3 views on that total. And I just think there's more stock in doing thought out videos like reviews and look ats, and it's been a while since I did a lore video. I'm sure like, if I do another one, it's not going to be quite as well received as my previous one, because obviously that was all about the timing and where I posted it rather than the actual content. That was a pretty bad video, honestly, and almost everything in it has been proven wrong, which by the way, people tend to like to point out to me a lot. But yeah, I'd like to do some more lore videos. Like, I keep working on them, and then I get discouraged. I'm like, this is a lot of work compared to just doing a few half-hour videos, But you have to put effort into it if you're gonna make something good. And I've been putting more effort into my half-hour, like, well, not even a half-hour, but usually between 15 to 40 minutes series. And it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm not planning on stopping doing that. It's just, if I manage to get a job, and most likely because I have a Class B CDL, more than likely, like, if I get a job driving like a Class B vehicle, even though it's not like Class A where I'll be gone for a week to a couple weeks at a time, I'll be gone 10 hours a day. And especially, like, the interview I had today was with waste management, doing like garbage truck driving, which is really hard work, by the way. That would have been like 10 hours a day starting at like 4 a.m. So, like, I spend most of the day like driving, then sleeping, and then I live at home, which is how I've been able to be unemployed this long. After I lost my job in like 2013, I moved back home trying to get everything together, and basically, I can't record while anyone's at home because I tend to, I'm not paying rent, so I have to do stuff around the house. I have to, insulate the foundation when that needs done, and, like, do car stuff and cleaning and all this stuff. So I tend to have like a million tasks a day I have to do when, my mom is at home. Whereas, while she's not at home, then I'm free to, have some time to record things. So I can't record in the afternoon or in the evening and stuff because, I'll be interrupted every couple minutes, like, oh, do this, oh, do that, which I'm fine with, except that, you know, I can't record like that. It's just not possible. And once I get a job, until I move out, which hopefully I'll get a job that can afford me to do that, you know, post haste, that's going to be a bit of a problem, because then I'll be working while she's working, more than likely. So then I'll either be working or I'll have a night shift where I'll be sleeping during that time. And so I just won't have any time except for, like, you know, weekends and stuff where I can just not be interrupted, you know. And I can still write and I can edit videos in that time, and that's fine, but otherwise I just can't record. And I mean, I've had a lot of problems with having being at home trying to do videos. Like I've had several videos interrupted because you know, the bird starts quacking, or you know, my rat, who, if I had my own place, would, you know, be in the living room or something rather than directly beside my microphone. Well, she'll start drinking, and you know, she likes to drink for like 10 straight minutes. I swear to God, I don't know what's up with her. Why she shouldn't just like take a few small drinks throughout the day rather than waiting until she's like, you know, dying of thirst and then, you know, drinking all of her water bottle at once. But I don't know, she's weird. But yeah, like, there's just a lot of things that just, you know, not having my own place. You know, I've had to, I don't think I've passed up on them, but like, I've had some bad experiences trying to play games with other people, like with the NC Collective and stuff. Like during the UHC last year, I like had a moment where I had to like just stand still. Like I had to like just kind of like, well, I was going into a cave, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you gotta go do something. So I had to just stop what I was doing, because obviously real life comes before video games. But you know, that's one of those things. Unless you have a parent that's very understanding about like what's going on, it could be a little tough trying to get uninterrupted recording time in, because it's like, well, what, you're not going to do what I want you to do because video games? That's not an excuse, you know? Not to go all angsty or anything. I mean, I'm fucking 24 years old. I ought to have my own place by now, but, you know, I was pretty much a screw up for, you know, a long time. I didn't focus in school, and this is what it gets you. So if you're still in school, stay in school, study hard, or you'll end up like me, trying to make YouTube videos, not being able to record because you live at home still. And yeah, so like that happened. Like I've had numerous times where I've just had to stop hanging out with folks doing multiplayer stuff. Like I never recorded because I never know when I'm just gonna have to stop, you know. And everyone wants to like record for, you know, hours and hours. It's like, well, I got like an hour here, an hour there, maybe. Possibly, I don't know. I've actually been doing a better job driving. I just now started thinking about it, so I'm doing a bad job, but I've been doing a pretty good job driving so far, considering this is a 2-lane road. I normally have trouble with these things. But yeah, like, that's another problem. But if I get a good job, you know, a good $20 an hour, maybe, I don't know, hopefully, if I get like a hazmat endorsement too, and like start driving gasoline around or something. But the job market around here is just shit, dude. Like, McDonald's isn't even hiring, you know? That's how bad it is. Like, not that I'd want to work there at all. Like, I guess if I had to, like, I'd get a job there just, you know, to try to get something going while I'm looking for other work. But as it is right now, there's just nothing around. Like, you know, I have retail experience and stuff, but no retail businesses are hiring. No, like, you know, oil and gas is booming around here, but, you know, they all want 1 year's experience, which I do not have. Which, you know, how the hell are you supposed to get that shit? The interview I went to today was for a no experience required, like, residential pickup, which is basically, I don't get to drive the truck, but I get to help the guy that does drive the truck, which means he drives and I pick up all the bins, you know, 800 to 1,000 of them, 75, like 50 to 75 pounds each. So on one hand, kind of glad I didn't get that job, but on the other hand, man, I could really use the work, you know. I mean, you get kind of stir crazy when you're unemployed for too long too. Like every once in a while, I'll just get in my car, drive around town, you know. It's like I need to go. But yeah, and that that probably would have been, it wouldn't have been the end of my YouTube channel, just I would have had to have changed and adapted, and I'm still going to have to, which is why I'm making this video, trying to be like, oh, just so you know, if all of a sudden I don't make videos for like 5 days, it's because I'm probably working on something big, and, you know, just prepare your butts. Yeah, like, I don't know, the problem is, like, being unemployed, I can't really do reviews because I can't get new games, and I definitely, like, I don't know, I have time to play a new game while it's still new and, like, enough to do a review about it, but I don't have money to get the new game, and if I did have a job and had money to get the new game, then I wouldn't have time to play it and do a review of it, so I don't know about reviews. I might, like, originally, when I first started reviewing things back in like 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. I think it was like 2009, 2010, something like that. It was on the Amigos Country Club forums, and like it was just basically like I'd pick a thing and review it. Like, I believe my first review was the concept of love, which I was all angsty and had just gone through like a breakup, so that, you know, that should tell you about how well that went. And like my second one was like left-handed scissors and like a desk globe I got for Christmas one year. Just random crap. Like I do a better job of not making it too random, but you know, I kind of like the idea of just reviewing things and then giving them just some arbitrary, you know, 1 out of 5 or, you know, 7 out of 10 or something like that. I just think that'd be a kind of cool idea for a thing. And not necessarily video game related, but I could review just nerd things, you know. But, not like in a disparaging way. Nerd is a badge of honor. But, yeah, like I'd like to do that. Like I said, I'd like to do some lore videos. I'd probably do Fallout, because I've been on a Fallout kick lately. Like I've started building a, I started doing this Pepakura thing with a T-51B helmet. I've got files for like the entire suit and whatnot, but I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna go that far. It might just end up being a thing I put on the, you know, shelf somewhere for display purposes. Depends on if it fits my head or not. If it doesn't, I'll just make it anyway, and it'll just be a thing that's around. And if it does, I'll make the rest of it, I guess. Also, if I successfully make it, don't, you know, just rage at all the tiny little folds everywhere. Like, that's what, like, I was on a kick of that, like, late last week, which is one of the reasons I didn't have a video, like, prepared. Oh, crap. Get over. Wasn't paying attention. But yeah, like, that's one of the reasons I didn't have a video. I was also kind of put off on recording StarMade because I just haven't been in a StarMade mood. And also, I am always out of music to use for those videos. It's just really hard to get enough, like, royalty-free music that I won't get claimed on. Ah, damn it. So that's the problem with using the keyboard, is that you hit the button a little bit and it just wants to right over there. So I didn't want to slam into him, but it wanted me to slam into him. I don't know. It's a bit annoying. But, anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. But, yeah, it's basically where the channel's gonna be going here. BK Gaming's not dead, just different. That should be my tagline here. That's a terrible tagline. Don't use that as a tagline if you ever need a tagline for anything. I was saying the word tagline too much, and it's starting to sound weird. I don't know. Yeah, like, I might as well tell you guys about how the job interview went. So I go down there. I go to the waste management place, which, first off, I thought I saw offices on the Google Maps, because of course I Google Map every place I go, just to make sure I know, like, where to get there and where the main buildings are and that sort of thing. It's a bit weird, but, you know, you gotta be prepared, you know, like Scar always said, be prepared. Anyway, like, I went down there, and the building I thought was the offices wasn't the office, so I had to, like, drive up to, like, inside the landfill area itself, where, like, all these trucks are and all this shit. I had to go, like, you know, of course every person that drives a garbage truck drives also, like, a giant-ass pickup truck. So, like, I have, like, the one tiny-ass Kia Optima in the middle of, like, all these pickup trucks in the parking lot. So, you know, it's easy enough finding my car. It was the only car there. But I go in there and the office is disgusting. It's like just there's water damage in the tiles. It's all drab. It's got like one of those fluorescent lights that have like the kind of yellowish, brownish, like textured plastic cover over top of it. So it's like in the ceiling, and then like the cover is flush with the ceiling. I guess like light shade. I don't know what you'd call that. And it's dim. It wasn't flickering, at least, thank God. But of course, like, this is where the time clock is, so it smells like garbage in there, just because, like, all the people with their shoes come in there and kind of stink up the rug. It is nasty. I go in there, I'm like, oh, hey, I got an interview here at 11. They're like, do you? We don't know. What? So I'm like, oh, great. Because the person that usually like is like they have a HR department in Chicago or some shit like that. So like this lady had like screwed up several times trying to get a hold of me. Like she called in, said, "Oh, call me back at this number," and then never answered her phone ever. Like I'd called for like 7 straight days trying to get a hold of her, like once every hour, like at least. Like the first day it was like once every 10 minutes, and then it was once every hour. And I just gave up eventually. Then she called me back. I missed it again because she has a habit of calling while I'm in the car. And so I ended up like, I eventually got through to her. She's like, oh, yeah, that job you applied for needs a year's experience. So then, I apply for something that doesn't. And she called me back. I answered this time. They set up an appointment for today. They even called me back Sunday and saying like, oh, are you like 100% sure you're gonna make it? Because if you don't show up, you can't be hired for like 6 months. I'm like, yes, I'm 100% sure I'm gonna make it, which that's nice. And then I get there and the position had been filled last week, and they had just not like there's some kind of communication problem there, so that sucked. And so yeah, I'm still looking for a job. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna apply to waste management anymore though. They've managed to waste my time, that's for sure. That was just a pain in the ass, because like I had my good pants on, I had my good shirt on. I don't have good shoes, but I had my work boots on, because the excuse is like, oh, I'm ready to work, that's why I'm wearing work boots. But really it's because I can't find my good shoes. There's, oh, shiced. Oh no. I don't know how to back up and... Alright. Hopefully that guy didn't just drive right behind me there. I wasn't paying attention again, and still gonna hit it. Oh, no. Didn't hit it that time. I hit it a little bit. What the hell? Piece of shit. Just gotta pull against it. It's acting like it's still against something, but there's no way it was still... Okay. Well, this is gonna be difficult. I've pretty much made this impossible for myself here. I was too busy chattering away, and I was just not looking at what I'm trying to do here. Alright, let's try to get this thing in there first try, huh? It's probably not gonna work out that way. Keep turning it that way. Right now, I'm going way too fast for this shit. That's for sure. Alright, come on, you little bastard. Alright, I'll just have to pull forwards and straighten back out here. Keep going forwards a little bit. Alright. There we go. This takes a lot of concentration. Sorry. Ah, shit. I did that thing again where I just don't pay attention to what I'm doing, but I can't talk and pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm sure you guys... Well, it doesn't really matter, because all I'm doing now is giving a little play-by-play, because I'm too focused on that rather than what I'm actually doing here. Let's try and get it this way a little bit. Yeah, I'm not skipping parking. That's for losers and people who don't know how to park a trailer. And I kind of do. I need to be over a little bit, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now, move it this way, I think. I don't know, I have absolutely no idea where this trailer is right now. I can't see those lines at all. Oh, there they are. Yay. Alright. Well, anyway, yeah, the BK, this has been an update that went on for way too long, and yeah, see you next time I have a video.